Hey guys, and welcome to Tantrum House Studio 3. I'm Will Meadows.
And I'm Liam Meadows, and today we're going to be talking about my top 10 games of all time.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us today. If you have followed or watched any of our videos at Tantrum House before, you've probably seen that this time of year, Liam does an annual top 10 games that you should get your kids for Christmas or something like that. We're passing the baton down to the little brother, so I think Lincoln is going to join us for that one this year. So be on the lookout for Lincoln's top 10 games to check out for Christmas. Liam is actually going to share with us, what are you going to share with us?
I'm doing my top 10 games of all time. So this is a couple older games, a couple newer games from this year, and we're just going to be checking them all out and showing you what's my favorite games.
Yeah, so it's not just from this year, right? These are games that you played over your entire gaming history. But how long is your gaming history?
I think like 7 years,
okay.
maybe?
I thought you were going to say 13. Like born into board games. 7 years in playing board games. Has a good stack of games here that we're going to reveal in his chosen order.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we're ready to get ready. You ready to do this?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, before we move on to number 10, I have one honorable mention. I have Get Adler. This was one of my first favorite games. I used to play it a long time ago, and still play it quite a bit now.
But it's not, it's like an 11?
Yeah, 11, 12, somewhere in there.
Oh, okay. All right, excellent. If you have watched any of Liam's top 10 videos in the past, you may see some repeats in this video because they have been games that have proven the test of time, that are still fun to play. I see them play this one still pretty regularly, but you're saying this is a little bit of a younger brother fave, huh? All right, cool. All right, what is your actual number 10?
Okay, my actual number 10 is Werewolf. We only have the extreme version here, but Werewolf is probably one of my favorite games. I like most of the games that they put out, the One Night Ultimate Werewolf, the other versions. I like all the characters in this game. It's pretty cool picking them and then seeing like, okay, I'm this person, so I have to do this, this, and this. And then it's really fun to just play with a lot of people or a little bit of people.
Yeah. So this one can play from 5 to 75 players, which is a crazy number. This is, I think, the newest version from Bezier Games. We've had some of the previous ones in the past. I know this is one of the games that when we go to conventions or events where there's going to be a lot of other board gamers.
Yeah, that one is definitely one of the main ones.
They're chomping at the bit to get a chance to play it. So yeah, definitely enjoy and recommend Werewolf Ultimate or any of the Werewolves.
Yeah. Number 9. Okay, my number 9 game is Museum Heist. A long time ago, this was my number 1 game, but there's been a few better ones, and that's why it's all the way up here on the list. Still a great game. I used to play this a lot when I was younger with Lincoln and Xander. It was really fun because Xander was only like 3 years old, and he understood how to play.
He could still win,
This is really fun because it's hard to tell who is playing who, like who's picked who as their character.
Why they do it,
why they're moving who. And then guessing characters and getting them wrong is kind of sad, but getting it right is even better.
It is. This is a Foxmine game. This is a really great family game because, yes, 3-year-olds can play it. Get lucky, have strategy. Adults, I've seen adults with crazy strategies, and it is very delightful when you call the right person or when you're totally wrong and you thought it and you were the guy that misled them, and it's fun stuff. So yeah, excellent recommendation, Museum Heist.
Yeah. Number 8. Okay, my number 8 game is That Time You Killed Me. This one is a chess-like strategy game where it's a strategic movement, so you're trying to pick where to go, try to get the other person off the board without finding any spots that can kill you. This one is a very fun one. It's pretty new, so I've really enjoyed this one.
So this is brand new from Pandasaurus. It just came out this year. We got our hands on a copy a little bit early. One of the reasons I think he enjoys it so much
is because I beat him every time he plays.
He's pretty much beat me every single time. We talked about so War Chest is one of your other favorites. Didn't make the list.
No.
Is this kind of the replacement for it? Abstract strategy, chess-like?
Yeah. I really like the different packages that make the game completely different. It adds more playability, and you can play it a lot more when there's other people. And the 4th one with all the other stuff, achievements and stuff, is really fun.
Yeah, so without spoiling too much, it is like a scenario-based abstract game where you are trying to kill your opponents, and you can play the game. We've played it, I don't know, probably like half of the way through because there's different boxes that you can open, and we've gotten the boxes open, played with the components, but then you can start mixing the components. Hopefully that's not too much of a spoiler. And as you mentioned, there are achievements at the end that you can unlock as you do things, and that gives you more cards to add into the game. So a ton of replayability if you just play the missions in it.
Yeah.
And then of course you can just mix and match pieces and play over and over again as well. So this is a really neat one. That Time You Killed Me.
Number 7. Okay, my number 7 game is Honga from Honga. It's a really fun light worker placement game. It's a Euro game, but it's pretty lightweight, so it's really easy for younger kids to play, and it's really fun for experienced gamers to play too.
Yeah, so I know that you enjoyed it. Yeah. We used the mechanics and things that are in this family weight game to kind of introduce new ideas and concepts, and that kind of brought you into some other games, which I think we're going to see later in the list. Yeah. All right, so good introduction. Family weight. Was this on your other list?
Yeah, this was my number 1 2 years ago. When I first played this, I was like, man, this is really fun. The idea of having the theme, the jungle, and with Honga in it is a pretty cool idea.
And to pet the bobcat or the saber-toothed tiger.
Saber-toothed tiger. And overall, it's a really fun game. Number 6. Okay, my number 6 is Zombie Teenz. This one is a very fun cooperative game. We played this with me, you, Lincoln, and one of our other friends, and we played through the whole game. It was really fun. It was kind of tough at some spots, but overall it was a pretty fun game.
Yeah, so in the game there's 2 different versions of the game. There's Zombie Kids, which is a simpler version of it. Zombie Teenz, it's a scenario-based game, so you have this cool comic book that you're adding stickers and rules to throughout the course of the game. You're unlocking new pieces that you're going to play with. We had a lot of fun playing through this together. Yeah,
I really like the characters in here with all their different abilities, and you unlock them as you go, and it's really fun to have the characters that can go back in time and save you when something bad happens, or have something like reroll or kill a free zombie or something, and it's pretty fun.
Yeah, a bunch of cool things going on. All right, excellent. From Scorpion Mask.
Yeah.
Zombie Teenz.
Number 5. Okay, my number 5 is the Secret Neighbor party game. This one is a super fun game that involves Hello Neighbor trying to steal the keys from the kids and steal them so the kids can't unlock the door to get out. It's a really fun, kind of like cooperative, but
there's a trader mechanic in there. Yeah, a little bit like Werewolf. It's
kind of like
similar kind of gameplay.
Yeah, but instead of killing each other in last man standing, it's kind of just like trying to get the keys before the neighbors do. It's pretty fun. We've played this game a bunch with lots of people, and it's really fun to try to figure out who everyone is. Like, you're a kid, you're a kid, you're a kid. I don't really trust you.
Right.
And then there's the boxes, which is a huge game changer where you can see people's cards and see who's a neighbor.
Right.
Which see how many people are neighbors, but you don't see. Okay, this is a neighbor, you're not, and you are. It's just completely random. Yeah.
Right.
And it adds a whole other level to the game, which trying to figure out, okay, there's one neighbor in this one and one neighbor in this one, so it's one of these people, I don't know who, so we should give the key to this person, and it's really fun.
Right, it is. It gives you get more information about people than you would in a werewolf game, which sometimes gives you the opportunity to tell incredible lies that everybody believes and drives people crazy. Other times we have had a couple games where you end up with all 3 neighbors and you look at them and then the game's over instantly. So you do have a little bit more swing than you do in Werewolf, but this is a lot of fun, and the theme for it is super friendly, so you can play it with families, and it's there's no question about what are these evil monsters. And some neat components in there too, so we've had a lot of fun with this from Arcane Wonders. The Secret Neighbor party game.
Number 4. Okay, so the number 4 game is Dungeon Dropped. This one is a super fun game. It's small. It's really fun to drop all the pieces. It has a unique mechanic to it, and overall, it's a really fun game.
Yeah, so this has been on your top favorite list a couple different times, I think.
Yeah, last year was my number 1.
Number 1, and it's a really neat mechanic. You drop all the pieces onto the table. You are trying to then triangulate rooms in your dungeon to try to collect treasure. The deluxe components for it are really neat.
Yeah.
And the playmats and things give it a really cool experience on the table as well. And our whole family has enjoyed Dungeon Drop for sure.
Yeah. Number 3. Okay, we're getting down to the wire. Number 3 is Thanos Rising, Avengers Infinity War. This one is a super fun game. It's not super heavy, but you get very deep into it, and you really start to think, okay, who do I need to save to kill Thanos? And it's overall really fun.
Yeah. Has this been on any of your lists before?
Yeah, 3 years ago. The second year it was my number 1.
Number 1 again. So this is a top level game for sure. Lots of fun. It's a cooperative game. You've got the Infinity Gauntlet in the game where you're putting gems on it. Everybody's trying to buy cards by rolling dice and trying to successfully collect the ones that they want.
Yeah, save the heroes from getting killed by Thanos. And it's overall really fun. The cool Thanos minifig is also really cool.
Yep.
In the middle, as he turns to defeat these heroes and hurt them, while also giving the bad guys an extra ability, which makes it a lot harder.
Now the op has put out a number of different IPs of this, so we have enjoyed the gameplay experience in all of them. But I think this one is the family fave as far as theme goes. But they have a Star Wars,
SpongeBob, DC, Harry Potter.
Yeah, a bunch of different ones that you can play. So if you enjoy any of those IPs more, good experience with the game. It's just a good mechanic that works well with, and each of them is a little bit different too. There's a Batman one too, I think. So a lot of different ones. Yeah, a lot of fun. Good family stuff that we've enjoyed a bunch of.
Yeah. Number 2.
I feel like in this video I've done a lot less talking than I did in previous videos. I feel like you know what you're talking about. You know why you like the games. This is cool. I've enjoyed listening to it. I'm sad that this is number 2.
Okay, well here it is. Number 2. Don't Mess with Cthulhu. This one is a really great party game for 4-day players. It's really fun to try to figure out which cards are the Elder Signs and which cards aren't the Cthulhu, unless you're a cultist, obviously. It's really fun, especially when the game ends and either the good guys win or especially when the bad guys win. Everyone's like, yeah, and it's really exciting.
It is really exciting. The reason I made the comment is because this is one of my favorite all-time games. Do you think my enjoyment of it has influenced your enjoyment of it?
Yeah,
I would guess that. But I would say that you play this a lot without me too.
Yeah.
So you're playing this with the neighbors and the friends at a game night.
Yeah.
Usually at game night, when I look over and it's too loud at game night, I look over and they're playing this game, and I'm like, calm it down, you guys are scaring away everybody else from the community game night. This one is a blast. Super enjoy it. I see a theme though. We got 2 or 3 different social media ones. Are you just good at lying? What's your?
I mean, it's really fun, those kind of games where you have a secret identity and nobody else knows, and you're either a good guy and a bad guy and trying to reach some goal. I really like the idea. It's really fun for deception. So it's really easy to lie. So you can say, okay, I have this. It's right here. It's right here. It's one of these. It's one of these. And then it happens, and you're like, oh no, I'm evil.
Good stuff. Yep. Don't mess with Cthulhu. Number 1.
Okay, this is my number 1 game. It's probably one of my favorite games. There's a lot of expansions for this game. It's a pretty heavy game. Number 1, Everdell. This one is a super fun game where you're trying to collect points by getting other critters and building your civilization kind of thing. Building a habitat almost.
Yeah, your town.
Yeah, your town, whatever.
Buildings.
I really like this one. There's a lot of expansions which make the game way funner. All the little pieces are pretty cool.
They are.
And then the idea of buying things from the market, trying to get points, and then you can trade stuff, collect stuff. There's a lot of different things you can do. And the giant tree makes it really cool. I really like this game. It's a beautiful looking game. The art is great. And overall, I just love this game.
Yeah, I really can't say anything else to add to it. You kind of nailed it. That's a great description. We've played other games that are of similar weight, like Caverna and other heavier worker placement games. This one kind of combines a lot of those different elements and game mechanics into one place. It does have fantastic components.
Yeah.
This is a very high game on my list as well. That's why I was quick to introduce it to him when I first played it. I was like, oh, this is going to be great. You're going to love it.
Yeah.
When did we play it first? Maybe 2 Thanksgivings ago or something? 2
Thanksgivings ago. Every Thanksgiving we do a big, heavy game like Caverna and this one. And then I just got really attached to it. It was pretty fun, and we've played it quite a few times, quite a lot.
Have you played all the expansions that we have?
I think so, with the market and the water and the mountain kind of one.
Yeah, you have played them all?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool stuff. We just ordered the Kickstarter version that was on earlier this year, I think, or maybe last year. And so we'll have new expansions coming in soon that we'll have to try out together. We're excited about. Yeah, and Everdell is a really fantastic game. Super enjoy it. Thank you, Liam, for sharing your top 10 with us. That's pretty fantastic. If these are the types of games that look intriguing to you, if you enjoy these types of games, we'd love to know your suggestions for other games to introduce Liam to. If you've never heard of these games and you were going like, man, I thought his list was going to have Monopoly and Scrabble on it, then welcome to the world of board gaming. We would highly recommend that you check out these games. We might put links to them in the comments. We'll see. And we would love to get you guys' feedback on this video as well. So if there are other games names to check out, let us know. Let us know which one your favorite from his top 10 stack is. And then also keep an eye out for Lincoln's video that'll be coming soon.
Definitely check out his video.
And then I'm putting my first ever top 10 games of all time together. It'll probably be early 2022. So you're going to have to wait a little bit on that one. But thank you guys so much for tuning in and joining us. We'd love a like on this video and a comment. Thank you very much. Subscribe if you haven't already done that. And we'll look forward to seeing how much his list changes next year. And then we'll have to get you in on some playthroughs and things as well. So thank you guys for hanging out. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And we'll see you next time.
Bye. Do I start?
You can if you want to.
Right. I don't know what to say. I don't know.
I'll start. That's fine.
Why do you do that?
I don't know.
So in the video, you're like...
That way in the outtakes, I'll look really cool when I'm like, oh, they were not.
You're like, no, you're like in the little camera thing, you're like...
It's going to be a great outtake.
Hey guys, and welcome to...
Favorite Kids Gaming.
Hey guys, and welcome to Tantrum House Studio 3. I'm Liam Meadows.
And I'm Will Meadows.
Was that the intro?
Nope. Let's do it one more time.